are listening to Let's Go JoJo, the weekly JoJo's Bizarre Adventure podcast from Dynamite in the Brain and Secret of the Sailor Madness. On today's show, we have Anthony Askew.
Hello.
Dwayne Maloney.
Hello.
Niall Flanagan.
Hello.
I hate to think that you're in the same room as Dwayne.
And me, Brian Smith. This week's episode, The Empress. But first, the week in JoJo's news. So, it has been announced that on Sunday, October the 26th, there is a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders special event being held at the Pacifico Yokohama, where all the main actors will be in attendance. That is all the news there is, except I think on one of the Blu-rays comes with a form so you can pre-order a ticket to go to that special event. So who knows what that special event means. But in October 26th may suggest that they're either announcing another season or another season has already just continued and started. Who knows? My guess would be another season is being talked about at that point. What do you think it could be?
I think it's a live action series. Continuing this on completely live action. I think this could work in a weird kind of live action.
Would it have to be HBO though?
I'll accept anyone doing it. It would be so bizarre and balmy that it would be great.
Yeah,
They could put this out right beside Game of Thrones with the violence in it.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones would get cancelled because nobody would care anymore.
And there's going to be at least 8 seasons in there as well.
That's true. Yeah.
It's a show with legs. They can just keep
also,
on with this.
All the books are already out.
Yeah.
So, it has that
you can
benefit.
catch up. You see people reading that on the train now.
No more Sean Bean Winter is coming. It'd be Dio is coming.
We can bring Sean
Dio
Bean
is
back.
coming.
As Sean Bean as Dio.
I'm thinking Sean, but Sean Bean
Joseph.
would be, a good old Joseph.
Oh. The crack in the whip.
And Peter Dinklage as Inyaba Guile.
Okay, the second bit of JoJo's news I have is that this week's issue of Ultra Jump contained the World of Stardust Crusaders JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Super Figure Special booklet. So it's a booklet all about the action figures of Stardust Crusaders. So an advert.
I should buy that. I'm still deciding which one I want to buy. So.
And the third bit is more action figure news. Something we can always rely on to give us at least one news story. There's another action figure coming out this time in September, and that is of Jolene Cujo from Part 6.
Which one's that one? Is that the one who wears the hat? Oh, no, it's not.
No.
Oh.
He's the one with two buns, I think.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Gotcha.
The female lead of Part 6. And as Anthony wants to studiously avoid spoilers, except when he demands that we tell him spoilers, we won't say any more about it.
Oh, I'm anxious. I've just Googled her, and I was frightened to click any further.
Does anybody else have any more JoJo's news?
No. Completely off topic.
Yes.
Well, it's not that off topic. I was listening in the car to this. I shouldn't be listening to this in the car. But driving home, I didn't realise you had a different version of Walk Like an Egyptian in the past. See? Easter eggs for those who don't listen. Should be us, I expect.
So it's been other things as well.
Oh, has it? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it was, I think the first J. Guile episode, I put on a clip of that Grover song, Monster in the Mirror.
Nice.
And there's been another one as well. I can't remember what the other one was. But yeah, sometimes I'll switch them to something which relates to what happened in that episode.
Awesome.
But yeah, otherwise it's some bluegrass version of Walk Like an Egyptian.
So listen to the end of the episode, and you'll get the Easter egg.
So did anyone play that cat game? Running sideways game?
Yeah, I mostly watched my girlfriend play it. It's very similar to Robot Unicorn, but it's pretty great. Only got Joestar and not Joestar, Jotaro and Polnareff so far, who are both adorable as cats, by the way. But that's not too surprising, I suppose. That's alright. It's not bad.
No, for something completely free.
Yeah.
I'm
There's a
playing it
lot
right
of pop-up
now.
ads. That's the only difference now.
Is there? I think I was finding as long as you avoid clicking on certain things, you avoid those pop-up ads. It took me a while to figure out which buttons I had to be pressing when I wanted to restart.
Yeah,
game.
I haven't quite figured that out now.
It's
But yeah.
not an iTunes App Store, is it?
I don't know. I've only
It's
got
Android,
for
I think.
Android.
Oh.
But I don't know
Yeah.
whether it's also on iTunes. I know it's on the Japanese iTunes, but I'm not sure if it's on.
We'll have to
Yeah.
VPN this.
I'm not sure it's worth that amount of
No, I
effort.
was gonna say. Ruin me account.
Righty-ho. On to this week's episode, The Empress, and I believe Niall is going to do the honours of providing a brief synopsis.
Okay. Boys are on the way to Varanasi, one of the most sacred cities in all of India. On the bus right there, Polnareff is giving Nena, the supposed royal or wealthy girl who was in love with Hall Horse in the previous episodes, an earful about true men and what a true man is, and basically being very, very irritating. But more worryingly, a strange growth has been appearing on Joseph's arm, and it's kind of just getting bigger and bigger. Like, he's maybe this cut got infected, and the guys are saying, you should probably get that looked at. It kind of looks a bit like a face. So off he goes to a dodgy backstreet doctor to get it seen to. And while he's kind of squirming around, being all squeamish on the operating table while the doctor tries to get the business done, the doctor is summarily killed. And wouldn't you know it, this growth in his arms is actually a stand, the Empress, belonging to Nena. And so a doctor has been murdered, and the nurse walks in, and the stand, the Empress, it yells out in a squeaky voice, "It was me, Justice Joestar did it." And now he's a wild man. He's running around the city trying to evade the law while also trying to get this gross stand off his arm. And so he tries to remove it by force, but to no avail, because only a stand can attack a stand. Even the Haman superpowered martial art doesn't work on it. But no, in true Joseph Joestar fashion, he figures out a cunning ploy to get one up on this Empress stand, which in the meantime has been like shoplifting bits of fruit, vegetables,
A whole chicken
in an effort to kind of sustain itself and grow larger and larger until it's big enough to punch him in the face, amongst other things. But his cunning ploy works out, and he, after freaking out, Polnareff, who all this time has been trying to put the moves on Nena, is then horrified when her true identity is revealed. They manage to hitch a ride to the next location, but sinister motorist lies in wait behind them. What'll happen? We guess we'll find out next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to have a Joseph-focused episode.
Yeah, it's really nice to see him do all these kind of classic things as well. Of being incredibly terrified, trying to run away from his own arm, and cunning plan, all the classic Joestar stuff.
All misdirection, though. My plan was this, but it didn't work, but actually that plan was just part of the bigger plan. It's all the jigsaw pieces coming together.
Don't forget predicting what the enemy's going to say before they say
yep.
it.
You gotta do that.
I totally forgot about that. And I was like, oh, yes,
That was his thing.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm only getting better with age. You old silver fox.
Also, his new catchphrase appears to be, "Oh no!"
Oh my god!
Which is a fair reaction to your arm growing a face and then a body, head, and arms for punching you.
A tiny little torso. Just
A tiny muscly woman.
Doing like Bruce Lee / Kinsuro impressions, and then whamming him.
And yet, still not the most overacting in the episode, which happens before the credits, with Enya's reaction to her son dying.
Bloody hell, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually skipped over that.
I don't come back to that, yeah. Oh, she has thrown a right wobbler over the death of her son. Which is fair enough. But she's going so far as as I guess her spiritual connection was so strong that she is feeding every wound inflicted upon Jay Gall before he died. And it makes her so mad and crazy that she beat the cat in the head with a stick.
The cat is fine after. Cat is fine afterwards. That's the thing.
Yeah, it did look very painful, but yeah.
It's like the one the cat is like hissing and fucking meowing at her, and he's like, "Get out of here, cat! Can see I'm mourning. Get out of here, you! Leave me in peace."
Oh dear.
I think that's the most cruel act well, obviously the dog.
What about the pig?
In the
pig that
pig?
is the toilet.
No, that's not even the cat's doing nothing wrong. Well, no, it's a pig, I suppose. But, it really takes a knock on the head.
Mm.
I thought it was gonna, like, explode. It was so hard, but.
Well, it is hanging around, Dio's base, so it may be a vampire cat. He may have made a tiny stone mask.
Oh, that'd be good. I hope that cat has revenge.
I don't know what the cat was out. They rode out in the courtyard in the middle of the day. And you know it's day because they actually took time to put in like the little heat shimmer effect over the whole thing.
That is true, yes. So he's just a really tough cat. Really tough Egyptian street cat.
You gotta be tough to survive as an animal in the JoJo world, you know, because we've seen an orangutan get cut in half. We've seen a dog get melted. There's some more thing I'm definitely missing.
The dog's head just pulled off.
Well, that was the dog that got melted as well.
A live chicken.
Oh yes.
A live chicken got eaten alive.
By an arm.
By an arm.
By an arm.
Yeah. Actually, incidentally, we went at the Hirohiko Araki horror movie of the week is Evil Dead 2, would be my best guess.
Oh yeah.
I was figuring that or something else. There's something else in there and I can't quite figure it out.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You were saying now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like, you know, like a bit active thing again, you know, we kind of had a bit of that with, you know, Temperance, but
yeah,
it's more so because it's like faces and horrible gross stuff growing out of yourself.
I was thinking of How to Get Ahead in Advertising. That was 89.
I don't think that was...
Which one was that?
That's the Richard E. Grant film where he grows a boil which comes to life with a face and a voice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that too late, or...?
I can't remember when this chapter came out. It's May 89, and this chapter, I know these were coming out in 89. Stardust, so yeah, it may be just a happy coincidence, but yeah, that was the thing I was thinking of a growth which talked.
It lines up.
I did like the way, like, at the start of it, he's what appears to be like Pimple or something like that, takes a bite, it bites the head off a fly, and he's like, that's weird.
I wish I had one on my arm last night when there was a fly keeping me awake. Jeez,
really?
Louise.
What about that high-pitched voice keeping you awake? That would be worse.
I did like how the voice got more normal as it grew bigger as well. That was a nice effect. I assume that's the same actress who's playing Nena doing both voices.
Yeah, totally.
Probably.
Okay, that was her, yeah. I'm gonna assume it was. And
She has a little one on her tongue, doesn't she?
She does.
Yeah, she does.
You don't get to see.
I think the idea is that because she's actually an ugly woman, as Joseph points out, she made her entire body a boil, but made it attractive or something.
I guess so, yeah.
It's kind of vague.
Yeah. Also kind of, you know, funnily again, like, we're getting all these kind of sort of well-known, like, actors coming and do things.
That's noise.
I was going to say.
There's some random people screaming on the
There's
street.
kids out in the street. Hey, do the kids know we're doing some important podcasting in here?
It's like they're having a battle to the death.
It's quite possible.
Yeah. I'll grab the window and
Alright, hang on.
Unless they've all got boils. It sounds like the boils voice. Is that?
Could be.
that might have stopped. What was it I was on? Oh yeah, this the woman like Satsuki Yukino. She's the actress. She's quite like a good looking woman herself. Going more for her, and she's played a lot of
Boils.
attractive. Well, I don't know about that. Well, if you consider Cyborg 003 a boil, or Kame Chidori from Fullmetal Panic or repulsive boil, but used to playing pretty people. So again, it's kind of funny to get her in just to play this
Against type.
repugnant. Yeah. I was trying to figure out as well what the music reference is. I thought, okay, she's actually kind of a big lady. So is that Nina Simone or?
No, 99 Red Balloons.
Yeah.
I thought it was that Nena.
Yeah.
Nena.
Oh, it's this Nina. Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see. Yeah. Oh, good. I saw the German singer. I didn't know it was that German singer. Okay.
Yeah, 1990 these chapters came out, so
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
yeah.
So could have been.
so that could be the influence.
Question, right? Was Nena the cartoon thing, not the singer? Did she actually fancy a Hall Horse, or was she pretending to be a regular person in some really bizarre scheme?
I think she was pretending to be a regular person. It's a really bizarre scheme.
I have no
Okay.
idea. Because nobody
I
was
could
there
picture-
at that point. Because
Because we know we see that she likes to fool idiots in this episode. So
Oh, well.
Oh, that's true. She's very good at the misdirection on this. It's very what do you call a thing where a guy walks in one door and leaves, and then the guy he was looking for enters in the other door, kind of changing rooms kind of thing.
I don't know.
Balls. Can't think of the name.
farce.
Yeah, that kind of farcical
Kind of
comedy.
old vaudeville type thing.
Where she manages to drag Polnareff long enough so that a dude with a carpet walks in front between him and Joseph. That was quite nice.
Yeah, I'm going to assume Whole Horse was completely unaware because
He's pretty dumb.
he is pretty dumb. I'm sure he'd been horrified if he'd seen her true form.
Well, see, I was nearly thinking, was she pretending to be pretty to try and win the affection of Hall Horse?
Oh, possibly. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because he probably wouldn't go with an ugly chick. That seems against his typing.
I don't know. It's all playing the long game, or like plans within plans.
It could be, yeah.
I thought it was just a series of nesting schemes.
But I do like the very first thing we get Polnareff doing in this episode is explaining to her what idiots are like.
Yeah.
What idiots are like, and then succumbing to the exact example he was trying to give.
You seem like a nice girl. You got a good head on your shoulders, so I'm going to lecture you for a little while about what
You
you meant.
know the way idiots keep talking and they just keep talking and talking and talking, and then they just forget where they're but you're very pretty.
Real men don't boast about this all the time. No, I'm pretty cool, but he kind of got his, maybe a bit of overkill when, he's about to go in for the kill, so to speak, on Nena, and then just explodes, erupts maybe in front of him. And Joseph's comes in and goes, I see your true form. Well, come on, Paul, let's go. And he's just there in shock. He's like, oh my God, why has this happened?
I like to think that Joseph was rushing to find Polnareff as quickly as he could in order to deliver that line.
I bet you he actually used the Hermit Purple again just to find. I need to find Polnareff. This is going to be fucking hilarious.
Oh, we forgot about the whole ploy as well.
That was pretty great.
Oh, Joseph's scheme, to try and dispose of the Empress is, you need to find a vat of coal tar, which initially seemed to be to suffocate the stand, but it's not alive, so you can't suffocate it. But when the coal tar sets, it'll be stuck in place, so it can't move anymore. But while struggling in the street, whilst punching him in the face, it scatters some ashes, which then Joseph uses his purple on to form a map via spirit photography of where the nearest vat of coal tar is.
That was genius. I did not predict that.
Well, what's especially nice about that is while they were rolling around in the dirt and the Empress was beating him in the head with a pot that it had picked up, the Empress had said, I stole this nail while we were rolling around the ground, and she was trying to jam it in his throat. And in the meantime, it's oh yeah, I fucking created a map out of dust so I could find the specific way to beat you. And I was oh, plans within plans, you gotta love it. That was a good use of the power, because his power, while it's good for tying up things a bit, it's not much good for anything else.
No.
But it's a really nice use of that kind of, in the classic Joseph trickery kind of way.
Where did its power end? I mean, I really did not expect that. So
Well, its power extends like beyond cameras. It works on TVs, and I guess it works on Earth and stuff as well.
Well, see, the thing is, the cameras gives him a picture of what he needs to do. So maybe he can draw maps on things, and the TVs is this weird thing where it'll tell him the thing, but by flicking through the channels. So I guess maybe each thing he tries it on, it works slightly differently.
Well, maybe he's getting to know his power better, so getting more better grips, so he's applying more uses to it. And of course, there's always the handy dandy, there's purple vines to bind against fix things.
Yep.
I just love this sets up this twirls it around the pipe, just to quick get some leverage to eventually rip off the Empress. And
I'm surprised he didn't after ripping off a big tumor off his arm, just go freaking ow, that really hurt. I guess he's too tough for that, even though he doesn't like getting operated on by doctors.
He's so squeamish, right? I mean, I can remember when Joestar was removing the flesh blood from Polnareff's head. He's like, "Oh, JoJo, get it out quickly!" Ooh.
Yeah, but if he's doing the ripping out, he's fine with it, and even if it's out of him, he's fine with it. He just doesn't want to see that.
It's like a plaster. It's just tear it off quickly, Just tear it out of the arm, the nerve endings and all exposed, so that just get it over with. Sure, the Speedback Foundation can give him a new arm if it doesn't work out.
Does he just have a suitcase? That's all he's carrying in his suitcase, are spare arms.
Yeah, we were talking about that. He must either know how to repair those things, or I don't know. World War II Nazi robotic limbs are actually easy to come by.
Speedback Foundation, man. I can know how the series ends, but I want the real ending to the show to be like the current CEO of Speedback Foundation getting the expenses billed from this adventure. He's like, what? Legal bills? A destroyed boat? A smashed up hotel? Joestar?
He's eating them out of house and home just by using up all them robot hands.
Hey, he's saving them a lot of money by travelling to Egypt in the most difficult manner possible.
Oh, yeah. Walk there. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Particularly as later on we'll discover they can just fly straight to Egypt using a private vehicle.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do that in the first place. It's been the money they have back at them, but yeah, very odd. Is the Speedwagon Foundation, its entire purpose is to keep the Joestar family in adventuring?
I think so, yes.
Okay. It's like a charity, but instead of going to set up wells or, cure diseases, it's going to, we need to give it to these burly guys who fight monsters. It's very important.
All proceeds going toward the eradication of vampires. They're a non-profit organization unless you count vampire eradication as profit. Which we all do, I hope.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, mercy.
But yeah, another good episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not the best.
Not the best.
I was
No, it's
expecting...
not the best.
I know it was funny. It was just I just love to stop hitting yourself aspects of having to fight your own arm.
Yeah, where he's blocking his arm from punching him in the face with his robot arm.
Yeah, because the arm knows kung fu. The little rope knows kung fu. It's doing Kenshiro on him. Pretty fun.
I just kind of liked it a lot for the return to form of Joseph Joestar. That was kind of fun, just to see him on his own being the lunatic that he still is.
Yeah. It's not nice surprise too, is that I'd totally forgotten what the Empress stand did. It's been nice to read that part of it. And they tend to give Joseph these kind of opponents. Force won't work on them. You gotta outthink them and outwit them. There's just another one later on when they get to Egypt, which is pretty funny. Hand in hand with being kind of clever, and it makes you think. Also generally hilarious because there's a lot of physical comedy going on.
It was also nice to bring back the ripple and for him to try and punch his own arm and for it to not work.
No. It was good. We needed maybe episode a bit of levity to get past the kind of more morose two-parter we just had there.
Well, I mean, it was not only losing a character, but having Polnareff kind of hit his main quest. Actually, it's he's already defeated it.
His main quest is to find a girlfriend.
That's the focus, alright.
Yeah, I was looking at the length of upcoming arcs, and I think my estimate of it this series, the 24 episodes, is either going to finish just before Iggy or with Iggy's arc, first arc.
Excellent.
Because there's one arc which only lasted 2 chapters, so I'm not sure whether they're going to merge that in at the end of. But in general, it seems to be if they're like 3 or 4 chapters long, they just use an episode. And we've only had one 6-chapter long thing, which was a 2-parter, and there's some more of those coming up.
Yeah.
And then looking at the second half, it probably will just take 48 episodes to do the entire Stardust Crusaders.
Yeah. Yeah, I know there's like a little kind of small bit with Hall Horse and Dio, but I imagine that's only like 1 or chapter or so, and I imagine that'd just be like probably a pre-intro sequence bit they're going to put in there.
Yeah, quite possibly. In which case, if they do that, then I think, I think we'll have the full Iggy and Gebbon duel be the last arc.
Okay, I guess that'd be setting them up, for what's to come, like we just got here and this guy almost kicked all our asses, but I thought it was just. I'm thinking it just makes sense for it to stop when they get to Egypt now, and then you're not left anticipating like what's to come. Whereas if it went as far as like the first encounter in Egypt, I feel we're just leaving wanting more, but it's like, oh, that's just so like kind of teasing, we just got here and already just show we got away from more.
Is that how the original OAB ended? I thought it was around there.
Yeah, how far did they get? I know, like, okay, in a chronological one, the one they made, or the second one they made, they got as far as, I think, when they're up against Enya and the Justice stand. And then the older one was that began with Egypt, and it didn't do everything in Egypt, but just do like most of the main points, and then the very end of it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is going to it'll either be the High Priestess or the full Iggy and Gebbon duel, I think, based on how fast it's moved so far.
Yeah, it's pretty good at not slowing down anyway. So
yeah, I put money in High Priestess. I mean, even get like Wheel of Fortune in there, which I thought they would probably let go. Because it's just really like a really, really kind of long way to get to a single punchline from an episode, but they're going to do it anyway. Make an episode out of it.
Yeah, that'll be 1 episode, and then Justice will probably be 2, Lovers 2.
Yeah.
They could do a half episode out of it. As in, like, do similar to what they did with Dark Blue Moon.
Yeah, but the next one's Justice. I think that's going to be Justice Part 1, Justice Part 2.
Right, okay.
I remember it being quite long as well, yeah.
And so ends this week's episode of Let's Go JoJo. Be back here next week for The Wheel of Fortune. In the meantime, check out our regular podcasts at secretofthesailormadness.blogspot.com and dynamitingthebrain.com. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Although paintings on earth to my do the sand dance, don't you know? If they move too quick, they're falling down like a domino. All the buzz are men by the now they got the money on the bet. Go crocodiles, snap your teeth on your cigarette. Born top of the hooky pop, say,